Hello, 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 hello. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How is everyone doing today? Hello, Sarah. I'm just getting situated still. Hello, hello. Welcome, beautiful beings. How is everyone's emotions, feelings, consciousness? What is going on in your life? I am so happy to be here with you guys. I am doing all right, Sarah. I am doing all right. How are you guys doing? Do I have any new friends today? Do I have any new people listening today? Yay! Good. Very rough week. Glad to be here. Ooh. Sarah, would you like to share? You don't have to share, but would you like to share? This is an open circle. This is an open circle for sharing and beauty and love and light. Hello, Joseph. Hello, Lindsay. Hello, Lindsay again. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Henderson. Hello, Angel. If there's anyone else here, I'm sorry, those are the only ones I see who have pictures at the bottom. I am all right. I'm having one of those days. It's a good day, not a bad day, but which I don't think there's any bad days. With that being said, I think that every day, whether it's a preferred day or a non-preferred day, is still a good day because we get to growth from it. We get to grow, we get to evolve, we get to learn. And today has been a still day, a very still day, and I'll talk more about that when we get into the discussion for today. I've had a lot of things trigger me and have not been able to control my feelings that have been resulted. Hello, Laura. So thank you for sharing. I would love to go into more detail about that, and I feel like that is going to play beautifully into what I have to talk about today. All right. So, do I have any new friends? Any new friends? Is everyone a returning friend? I'm a newbie! Yay! Well, Angel, welcome to the newbie club. So my name is Genna Rose Giannetti. I am a spiritual teacher as well as a woman empowerment coach. I focus in love, sacred sexuality, trauma work, inner child healing, lots of fun stuff, lots of feelings. So I welcome you today. So today we are going to, today I just want to talk a little bit about my day, tell you guys where I've been at today, and talk about the topic of cycles, talk about the topic of the cycles of our lives, the cycles of our emotions, talk about acceptance, talk about forgiveness. So I would like to talk about all those beautiful topics. But before we do, I would like for us to just come together in a beautiful circle. Come together in a beautiful circle of love and in light and safety for each and every one of us. I always invite everyone to come as you are. Come as you are in all the beautiful emotions that you are. Whether you are happy or sad or angry or frustrated, we welcome feelings here. We do not push them away. You are love, yes. So, I'm going to ask you guys to be vulnerable and open. For those that are new, I love participation. I love when you communicate with me. I love when you talk to me. So please talk to me. Hello, Justice. Hello. Yay! You never miss me. You're always in perfect alignment with me. You're here when you're supposed to be here. Alright, so I would like to just start this with everyone just close your eyes for a minute. just for a minute. And just start to take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And continuing to breathe. And as you breathe, bring your awareness to your closed eyes. Notice the beautiful sensation of simply just sitting still with your eyes closed. Maybe for the first time since you woke up today. Just start to bring your awareness to the flicker of light behind your eyelid. Start to notice how in this moment, there's nothing that you can see other than the flicker of light or darkness behind your eyelids. Melt in this awareness. Melt in this reset of vision. And know that at any point during your day, as feelings come up, events arise in your day, simply closing down the eyes shuts off your attention of the world around you. It shuts off the projection screen of all that you see, allowing you to restart your moment, restart your day as soon as you open up your eyes. Feel into this goodness, of this beautiful awareness of simply sitting with your eyes closed. And then start to bring awareness to the rest of your body, letting go of anything that happened before this moment, letting go of anything you need to do after this moment. But just find comfort in this moment. Find comfort in knowing that you are surrounded by beautiful souls that are here to welcome you and whatever feelings or emotions you come with. And just start to see in your third eye, in your pineal gland, the spot right between your brows. Start to see everyone that's here right now, gathered in a circle. Start to notice how we are all communed together, sprinkled all over the world. With our eyes closed, we get to experience community. We get to feel into the vision of being united. So see all of us united together. And as you see all of us together, start to hold hands and create a sacred space. Create a circle of love, a circle of safety, a circle of security, a circle of light, and fill your light up with this whole circle, lighting up each and every person, letting them know that they are safe, that they are secure, that they are welcomed. And know that you are safe, and you are secure, and you are welcomed, and most importantly, loved. So with this awareness, set the intention for the rest of our time together to commune with others, support each other, love each other, and welcome each other as you want to be supported and loved and welcomed. And then when you are ready, you can breathe in through your nose and breathe out. And open up your beautiful eyes, whether they are blue or brown or green or pink or purple or whatever color your eyelids are. Open them. Smile. And now melt in the awareness of everything that you can see now. And bring your awareness and attention to this new reality. This new reality that you created with your eyes closed. Notice the peace. Notice the tranquility. Notice that this is a new vision. And we're all united. Just a yes. I'm so sorry. Yes. What day was that? Was that yesterday or was that last Tuesday? So on Tuesday, I did have to cancel. And I wrote Insight Timer, by the way. Oh, it was a week ago. Yeah. Okay. So I wrote insight timer because when I cancel an event, I want to give you guys a reason that I'm canceling. Because if I cancel an event, it's not because I don't love you guys. I want to be here. And I promise you, and I mean this with 100% authenticity, this is the highlight of my day when I'm with you guys, Monday through Friday. I love being here. So, Insight Timer, it allows me to cancel an event, but it doesn't allow me to explain why I had to cancel the event. And I feel like if I'm going to do something, I feel like I always need to explain why I'm doing it. It's just my own little thing. So, one thing I'm going to recommend right now is that everyone join my circle. My circle is called Genna Rose Giannetti Love Lights, and I'll put it in the comments below. And if I ever have to cancel an event or anything like that, I do post in my circle why I canceled the event. But I did write Insight Timer, and I told them to please add a comment box that explains why I have to cancel my events. So yes, I am upset because I'm not upset. Everything's divine timing. But I had to cancel last week because I went to the hospital because I was a clumsy mess and hurt my foot really, really bad, and I thought my foot was broken. Thank God my foot wasn't broken, but it came with a divine lesson to slow down. And I realized when I sat in meditation that I'm trying to go too fast in my life. I'm trying to achieve all these goals and dreams that I have on this vision board right now, and I'm trying to achieve it too fast. So I had to slow down. And then I had to cancel again last week, the other day, because my partner had bought us tickets to go to this Alice in Wonderland event. And I got the days mixed up and we couldn't exchange our tickets. So, first and foremost, I am sorry, but we are here now. This is divine timing. I love you guys, and I thank you guys for all the hearts. So join that circle, because if I ever have to cancel, I explain why I have to cancel in my circle. Also, welcome everyone. Yay! I'm so glad, Sarah. Thank you. I did. So it wasn't a play. It was like an Alice in Wonderland cocktail party. So it was fun. We went there and there was like a bunch of riddles that we had to solve to get tea, which was really just cocktails. And so then you had to like solve these different riddles and rhymes to get little cocktails to make into tea. And then they put this like little act on or something. It was cute. It was really cute. And it was all Alice in Wonderland themed. So, anywho, first and foremost, those that do not know me, I am Genna Rose Giannetti. I am a spiritual teacher, meditation teacher, and I am a coach. I specialize in inner child work, sacred sexuality, deep feelings, trauma work, healing, all of that fun stuff. And I just welcome everyone that's here today. So what I wanted to talk about today, and I just wanted to talk a little bit and kind of just speak my heart, speak my authenticity, and speak my honesty. And then I wanted to open this up to whatever you guys need in this moment. And you guys let me know if this resonates or it doesn't resonate. And then we'll go into a meditation. So one of the things that I want to talk about is just the patterns and the cycles of life. And every single thing in our life is a cycle. Everything. From literally the cycles of the moon, the cycles of the seasons, the cycles of the years, the cycles of the month. Everything is a cycle. Us women, we have our own menstrual cycle. And so everything in our life is a cycle. Everything is the cycle of the breath. That's why breath is so important, because breath is a cycle. You're breathing in, you're holding, and you're breathing out. Everything happens in a rhythm. Everything happens in a beautiful constant circle. And it's easy to know this, but it's hard to recognize it. It's hard to recognize when we are in a certain cycle. We're always in a cycle. We're never not in a cycle. But the question is, what cycle are we in? breathe. Always breathe. That's the number one thing you can do, Sarah, when you're stressed, is breathe in and then breathe out double on the exhale. But I'll get to that. So I'm going to just chat for a little bit, look at the screen. I don't want to get distracted with the comments, but please feel free to comment, and then I love the participation, and then I'll come back to that later. But one of my not so great qualities about myself is I get very easily distracted. So I want to just spit this out, talk about it, and then I'll attend to the comments. So it's easy to know that everything in our life is a cycle, but it's hard to recognize the cycles that we are in sometimes. And we have our cycles of joy, cycles of happiness, cycles of moments in our life where everything is going right. And we love these cycles, right? We love the cycle where everything is in alignment. And then we have our cycles of not so great emotions. We have our cycles of sadness. We have our cycles of anger. We have moments where, a big event will happen, right? Or, a death will happen, or an illness will happen, or, life overall will happen. And then we have to go through this cycle of feeling what we're experiencing and then allowing the momentum of life, the momentum of earth, to bring us through that cycle to get to a place of emotions and a place of feeling that we more prefer. Right? For an example of this is if you have a huge fight with someone, let's say you have a fight with your partner and you're really angry and they're really angry and you're both frustrated at each other. This is a normal thing. People have arguments, right? But you don't instantly, maybe some people do, maybe sometimes you do, but majority of the time, when you're in a really heated debate with someone, you don't instantly go from screaming to, I love you, ha 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 ha. There's a process of going through a cycle where you have to move up the emotional scale to get to the emotion that you want to get to the feeling that you want to get to. And so throughout our life, we go through these cycles of events, these cycles of certain things happening. And a lot of times we don't recognize the cycle that we are in. And so I wanted to give a good example of this by explaining to you the cycle that I realized I'm in today. And I'm going to be very open. I'm going to be very vulnerable with you guys because I learn best when people are being their raw, authentic self. And I sit here and I show you guys that I'm human. I have my emotions. I have my feelings. Life happens. But I have the awareness to bring me out of these big moments that happen to me. And that's what I teach. I'm teaching you guys, hey, I go through shit too, but now I went through the shit. Now this is how I deal with this shit because life still happens. So this is what happened today. So earlier this morning, it started with this morning of me and my partner having a discussion, and we weren't angry, we weren't fighting, nothing like that. We were having a very calm discussion about our relationship. We were having a discussion about just what he wants, how we feel about each other. And as we were having this discussion, and we're very committed, right? We're committed. I started feeling feelings of being unloved. I started feeling feelings of abandonment, and at this moment, early on in the day, I didn't recognize yet that I was in a cycle. It didn't hit me quite yet, but I was observing, right? And through meditation, I've learned to observe the events that happen in my life instead of reacting. So we were just having a calm discussion. I was telling him how I felt. He was telling me how he felt. And then I said, okay, you got to go to work now. Go to work. We'll pick this up later. And it kind of threw me a little bit out of alignment today, I'll be honest. So the very first thing I did today was I decided to sit in my feelings. I realized that something wasn't exactly feeling right in my body. And instead of pretending to be happy or pretending to be joyful, I decided to just feel how I felt. I always teach you guys to dialogue with these feelings that come up. So then a couple hours later, my soulmate of a best friend, and this girl, she is a soulmate of mine. We've been friends for years, and it kind of, she's getting married and she's not inviting me to the wedding. And so this feeling, again, came up of abandonment. This feeling of being unloved came up again. And I still, at this moment, didn't realize the cycle I was in, right? But again, I was observing. And so, she's expressed to me a lot through the years. There was this moment when we were a teenager that I wasn't a very good friend to her. And I will admit, I wasn't a very good friend to her. And I had made a mistake of leaving her one day. We were 21. We had, here's some of my moments of my past, but we were 21, so this was a long time ago. And we had gone to a party the night before. And we both had got drunk, and we both got drunk, and the next day, she was hungover. How many people have been hungover? Not the funnest thing, right? And we're 21, right? So we were living up that age. And so she was throwing up, and long story short, I left her. When she was sick, and I went to go hang out with a guy. And because of events that had happened before this, it was a really hard time in her life. It was a hard time in my life, but we were young. And so this moment has been a moment that she has echoed to me so many times in her life. That was a really painful moment because it was a painful time in her life, and I left her. So this event once again got brought up today, and I apologized and whatever. So these same feelings came up once again for me. And so again, I decided to just sit in my feelings and really just observe how I was feeling and why this was coming up. And then a couple hours later, another event happened where a family member of mine, I was busy, I was on a Zoom chat, and a family member of mine had wrote me and asked me to do something. And I couldn't hold space for them at the moment. It wasn't that I didn't want to hold space, but they wanted me to make a phone call. And at the time, I was on a Zoom call, and I couldn't do it. I really could not do it because me getting off the Zoom call, I was in a meeting. And so I explained that, but they didn't understand that. So again, this feeling, so they got mad at me. They sent me a text saying these very mean things to me, and saying mean words and putting labels on me. And I had a choice in that moment to either get angry at the very powerful, not kind, not nice words that they were putting on to me, or recognize that this family member of mine was hurting. This family member of mine was hurting. And that hurt people. We hear it all the time, but it's true. No one can hurt anybody in this world if they're not first hurting themselves. And it's all about energy. Everything's about energy, And so when someone's hurting, and I recognize this family member was hurting, they didn't know what to do with this hurt, and they didn't know how to regulate this hurt because of trauma and PTSD, which is very real, that they exploded that onto me. And I didn't get mad. I didn't get upset. I just read the text and I just nodded and I said, okay, hurt people hurt people. It's okay. And then I realized after all of this, it came rushing into me. It came rushing back in my life that the cycle that I'm in is a cycle that was created when I was a child. It was a cycle of me feeling as a child that I was unloved, that I was unwanted, that I was abandoned. And once I realized that I was in this cycle, I had a choice. And we all have a choice. You have to first bring awareness to the cycle that you are in. And my choice was be wounded or be wise. Be wounded or be wise. Because feelings and emotions, as I always say to you guys, they're like little children knocking at our door. They want attention. They want to be seen. And we have to educate these children and reassure these feelings of children that they are safe, that they are secure. And, we continue to relive the same traumatic events. We continue to live the same stories, the same cycles, over and over and over and over again, until we're able to overcome it, until we're able to learn and become wise. So I invite you guys to start to bring awareness to the cycle in your life that you're in right now, whether it's a cycle of life that you want to be in or a cycle of life that you don't want to be in, and start to learn from this cycle so that you too can be wise. And it's about first accepting. Acceptance is huge, and it sounds so simple. But it's so hard to do. It's so hard to accept these feelings and these emotions that aren't preferred. It's not easy to have others reflect back at you that maybe they don't want you in their life. That's not easy. Life's not easy. But through meditation, through awareness, through mindfulness, you can then start to bring awareness to these cycles of your life. And then once you can become aware of it, you can then accept it. I can't change how my partner feels. I can't change the events of his childhood that make him feel full to be committed to me. I can't change that. I can only change how I react to his open heart and his feels. And when he's expressing his feels, and I'll be vulnerable and share, we've been moving towards marriage. And, he's scared. He's starting to get scared, which is normal. And I have a choice. I can either get mad and feel abandoned and feel unloved, that he might not want marriage, or I can accept where he's at. And I believe, and this is my belief, take what resonates and take what doesn't resonate, but I have a belief system that nothing in our physical reality is outside of us. I believe that everything that's happening physically outside of us is a lesson for the internal us. And so when my partner was reflecting, I don't know if I'm ready to get married yet. I don't know, everything's happening so fast. I could get mad at that. Or I was able to look inside of myself and look inside of my trauma and look into my childhood. And I was able to recognize, maybe I'm not ready either. Not that I don't love him, but I'm scared. Not that I'm not ready, But I'm scared. I'm scared. Genna Rose Giannetti. I have fear. And I have fear of commitment too. And it wasn't until he reflected to me that he's fearful of commitment, and I saw that in the external world, that I was able to come to my internal world and say, you're fearful of commitment too. You've been in a lot of relationships. You've been abandoned. You've felt unloved. You've made mistakes. What if you make those mistakes again? Right? And then it echoed to me again through this friend, when again, I made a mistake when we were 21 years old. Back before I learned meditation and mindfulness. And I was a 21-year-old girl who partied and got drunk and got hungover. And I made a mistake. And I have a choice to continue to regret that choice I made, or just accept, as much as I hurt my friend and apologize to her, that I made that mistake. And now I can't control if she forgives me or not. It's been 10 years. I can't control if she forgives me. All I can do is come to her with my heart and say, I'm sorry that I made that mistake when I was 21. I'm sorry you were hurting, and I'm sorry I hurt you. I was also hurt, because once again, hurt people. And she was hurting, and I was hurting, because I too was going through a breakup at that time. Well, once again, I was with a man who I thought I wanted to marry at 21, and he left me, which was a similar situation that happened this morning, right? And then it echoed back at me once again. So my point is that we create these same entire circles, cycles, over and 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 over, literally the circle over again, until we can accept, forgive ourselves, forgive others, and learn from it. So again, I ask you guys, throughout these cycles, are you going to be wounded, or are you going to be wise? Learn from the past so that the past can stop happening. And all of this I've brought awareness to is happening because as I'm moving towards what I want in my life, as I'm putting myself out here on Insight Timer right now in front of 78 people, there are going to be people that love me. And there's got to be people who say, why not, Genna? We're not really resonating. I don't really love you so much. And so as I'm putting myself out there, as I'm moving towards commitment and maybe even marriage, I have to overcome this fear that I have of not being loved. I have to overcome this fear that I have of not being wanted. I have to overcome this fear, this cycle that I'm in, of feeling like people don't like me. And the only way for me to overcome that is for that to smack me in the face, show me in the physical, so that I can then work through it. And then once you see it, you can accept it, and then you can become mindful of it when it happens. So let me know if that resonated with you guys. I want to read through these beautiful comments now and see what you guys have to say. I've had a lot of things trigger me. Where's my water? I've had a lot of things trigger me that I have not been able to control my feelings that have resulted. Oh yes, we talked about that. Yeah, so these triggers, Sarah, again, is what I'm talking about. These triggers come up again and again and again. And they're saying to you, Sarah, are you going to be wounded? Or are you going to learn from this and be wise? Because our feelings and our emotions and these triggers have their own consciousness. So Sarah, are you going to be wounded? Or are you going to be wise? Alright, so, go back. Hearts, yes. Hello, Genna, how are you? I'm great, Fatima. I get so scared of feelings that I will be overwhelmed with them. I often outwardly show calm, wise decisions, but inside is chaos. I hate for others to see me reacting to how I feel. Sarah, everyone's mind, even me, who meditates 20 times a day, everyone has a chaotic mind. But that's why we meditate, so that we can become more conscious of the thoughts that we think. And these feelings, these emotions are coming up for a reason, so that we can learn to love them, sit with them, dialogue with them. They are their own consciousness. And just first accept how you feel. So much knowledge. You look so young. Thank you. Thank you, Leslie, for that donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Same house. How can I break the cycle? How can you break the cycle? By becoming aware of it. You break the cycle by learning from it. By being vulnerable and open. And saying, how have I hurt you in the past? By being mindful and observant of the things that people are saying to you. Being open and mindful of the mean things that people say. Right? So, for example, this family member of mine, one of the not as mean things they said to me, they said a lot of mean things and called me a lot of names. But one of the things that they called me was they told me I was really selfish. And so I had a choice, and this is how you break the cycle. By you I looked at, she just called me selfish. She called me selfish because was I being selfish in the moment? Yes, I was being selfish in the moment. Because I was on a Zoom call, and this Zoom call was a call that helps me with my business. So yes, I'm being selfish. And then I accepted it. I accepted, okay, I'm selfish. Now what? What's the worst that's going to happen? What's the worst that happens if I take on the label of selfish? Because you know what? Selfish is self-love. Selfish is self-love. Now, when you're always selfish and you're not thinking about others, then there's a problem. When you're so self-absorbed that you're only self-loving, then there's a problem. But I know that there was a time to be selfish and there was a time to be selfless. And I knew that me picking up that phone and making that phone call that they wanted me to make wasn't going to help my business. It wasn't going to help my finances. And if I would have picked up that call, I would have been repeating a whole nother cycle that I'm trying to get out of. A cycle of poverty, a cycle of not having the money, a cycle that I'm not willing to go back to. Because I lived that life, right? So that's how you break the cycle. I want to read through all these comments. So true, Sarah, smiling because my nickname until I admitted to poker face, hiding it hurt so much. I agree. How do I break the cycle? Same thing. I put it on my body, or appears when I am sleeping. I put it on my body. What do you put on your body? I don't know what you said you put on the body. Since it's okay to make mistakes, I want to accept myself and others. Yes, and forgive yourself and forgive others. Forgiveness is so hard to do. But you can't forgive anyone else unless you first forgive yourself. Because you know what? And not everyone's going to like what I'm about to say. And that's okay, because I'm speaking my truth. But there's no good or bad people. Everybody in this life, everybody is constantly skating between good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. Good and bad is only perspective. It's only perspective. An example of this is Hitler. What Hitler did was horrible. Absolutely disgusting. He went down in history for all of the horrible, 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 horrible things that he did. And I will not justify what Hitler did. It's horrible. And people are still suffering for that today. But Hitler did what he did because in his consciousness, for whatever reason, he thought he was making the right choice. We know now what he did was not okay. Was not okay. But in his frame of mind, he grew up probably in a family where there was racism. He grew up in a family where there was separation. And he taught what he learned. And again, I'll say it again, hurt people hurt people. And everybody, in the moment that they do something, believe that they're justified in the moment that they do it until the future happens. And then you start to gain a consciousness. And you start to then realize that what you did to others is wrong. So start to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. And then you can forgive others. Because we're always scared what's good and what's bad. I didn't wash the dishes before I came live. Was that good or bad? It's whatever people perceive it to be. Would like to be wise, but don't know how to stop the wound. Observe it. Honor, do not push away the wound. Don't push it away. Love the wound. I love the wound of abandonment, because in the wound of abandonment, in the wound that I have of being abandoned over and over and over and over and over again as a child, I now get to be here with you guys right now to teach you guys not to feel abandoned, how to teach you guys how to be loving of yourself. So I love the abandonment. I love the wound, because in the wound, I now can be wise so that I can help to teach others. Thank you, Miriam. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are me, and I've self-sabotaged my relationships, and it's hurt me now. I love him so much until it's overwhelming at times. Oh, I know that feeling, Robin. I know that feeling so well. Sarah, you're so wise right now. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Your openness and honesty is so wise. Yes! Exactly. Yes! How do you become so positive? It would be amazing to think like this daily. Or should I say act this way daily? You got to train your thoughts. And I'm going to be honest. I'm not the happiest person. I may seem like I'm really happy all the time. And I am a pretty happy girl. But the pendulum swings. And as happy as I can be is as sad as I can be. But why I'm so positive is because I realize there's nothing wrong with sadness. Because I realize that there's nothing wrong with anger. And I realize that negativity is only a perspective once again. And that negative feelings, negative thoughts, negative emotions are positive. That everything's polarization. It's just deeper understanding. Zero tolerance for abuse. Yes. I agree, Bella. Yes. We are so complicated, so much going on. Some feels we need to work on ourselves full time as time and circumstances don't allow. Yeah. And that's why I get so frustrated with society, because society that we've known, we're so busy working that when is there time to heal? But you have to make the time. But that's a whole nother rabbit hole I'm not going into right now. I could do a 10-hour-long chat about how society has gotten us here, but we won't go down there. They do not. Yes, but thank you. I still don't understand how you break the cycle. Just accepting myself. Yes, you break the cycle by observing. You break the cycle by... The cycle continues... Okay, so let me put it in this way. The cycle continues... Okay, how do I phrase this? Cycles are always going to happen. The cycle is always going to happen. But it's how you deal with the cycle that breaks the cycle. Okay, so no matter how much I work on this feeling of abandonment, or I work on this feeling of being unloved, this feeling is energy. Okay, so it's energy. And as Newton's first law of physics goes, energy is neither created or destroyed. So the energy of me being abandoned will always be there. But as I heal this wound of abandonment, I start to notice that this feeling of abandonment, when it comes back up, is not so bad. And it allows me to deal with this cycle of abandonment when it comes up. It allows me to then be able to deal with it better, so that I'm not feeling wounded in the moment that it comes up, and I'm now being wise in the moment that it comes up, of seeing it and not pushing it away. Because the cycle is going to keep, the negative cycle is going to continue to come up over and over again if you ignore it. If you ignore it. Just like physical elements in our body. If you ignore that you're carrying too much in your life and that you have too much baggage right now and you're taking on other people's shit, then you're going to start to have back pain, and then you're going to have to attune to that physical element because you didn't attune to the emotional thing. So don't worry if you don't deal with it right away, because it will get bigger, it will get louder until you have to deal with it, until you have to break the cycle. Okay, I know makes it hard, and it feels like we take steps towards the circumstances that can't be avoided take us back, like a yo-yo effect. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to try to get through these. They do not, Bella. Yes, Bella. I still oh wait, I did that one. I have the hardest time forgiving, especially when I'm intentionally hurt. Not just names, like hurt to my core, trying to ruin my family, and it's my own family's doing it to me. My biggest piece of advice for that is realizing that everyone's doing the best that they can from the consciousness that they are at. That, again, people hurt people hurt people. And so everyone's doing the best that they can from the place that they are at. No one can love someone if they weren't taught love. No one can forgive someone if they weren't taught forgiveness. Everything in our life is taught. I can't hand you a chocolate chip cookie and expect you to know what a chocolate chip cookie is or how to make chocolate chip cookies if someone didn't first teach you this is a chocolate chip cookie and teach you how to make a chocolate chip cookie. Right? And that's a great analogy, because you can eat a chocolate chip cookie and still not know how to make a chocolate chip cookie. So I don't know if that's making sense to you, but you just have to realize that people are doing the best that they can. And life is hard. Hi, thank you. Don't know how to write your name. How to write your name. Oh. The wound is where we heal. How do we feel the wound without it taking over? What's the strength you use to stay focused? Control your thoughts. It's hard, this one. You sit with it, and it's not easy. It's not easy. You have to feel the wound, and you have to allow the wound to take over you so that you can then overcome it. Think about a mountain. To get to the top of the mountain, you have to first climb it. You have to first experience that mountain. You have to feel the mountain. Once you feel it, then you acknowledge it and you let it go. And I give the analogy all the time of feelings of little children. So everyone remembers a time in their childhood where they wanted something and they pulled on their mommy and they pulled on their daddy and they said, show me, like, give me attention, give me attention, give me attention, give me attention, until you got that attention. Now what happened? You got attention, but you either got positive attention of what you wanted, or you got the negative attention of them screaming at you at the top of their lungs that they're busy right now. So you have to first feel it. You have to feel it. You have to allow it to overtake you so that you can then heal it. I learned love wounds for the first time thanks to you. I cherish the words. Yay! Good. I feel the same. Okay, thank you. So true. It tries to eat me up. I get scared feeling like it's going to take over. Let it take over. Let it take over, because once it's taken over, once you've given it attention, then there's nothing else that it needs. So then it goes away. Rain takes over, right? But then what does rain do? Rain makes beautiful flowers. Rain grows beautiful trees. Rain fills up our oceans and our rivers. But we don't want the rain to go away. So it's just like our feelings. I say this all the time, and I'll keep saying it. A flower needs both sun and rain to grow. And us as humans, we love to praise the sunshine, and we curse the rain. But we got to remember that we are just like little flowers, and we need both sun and rain to grow. We need the sunny and warm and happy moments, as well as the wet and uncomfortable moments as well. Hey, Bella and everyone, you don't have to allow it to take over you all by yourself. There's 161 people that are here to help. I'm here to help. Join my circle. Anyone. Allow your emotions to take you over and join my circle so that we can support you as you allow your emotions to take you over. My circle is called Genna Rose Giannetti Love Lights. Yes, like seasons. All right, any more questions before we do a meditation? Hi, Manny. No moments last. Everything is temporary. The good feelings won't last, just like the negative ones will pass too. Yeah. Yes, let's support each other. Here, I'll put my circle. Also, okay, any more questions before we begin? And also, I want to let all of you beautiful feminine women, hold on one second. Okay, so feminine women, I have a Facebook group, and it's a women's support group. It's completely free. It's on Facebook. Look it up. So women, here's your support group. Men, I love you too. I'm sorry I don't have a personal group for you, but you're welcome to join my circle. And ladies as well, if you are feeling unloved, unworthy, if you have, feelings of just love and, a history of whatever. I am doing an event tomorrow on the topic of love, sacred sexuality, and healing. And I will start it off by just holding sacred space for you guys, just as I do here with you guys. And then I will lead you guys into a little meditation. I will have just maybe a 10-minute talk, hopefully, if I can stop talking. And then the rest of it will just be an open dialogue about our experiences in love, our experience in sacred sexuality, how to heal these big heartbreaks, these big wounds. So I invite you guys to that as well. And I can leave that in the comments below as well. It is, or you can just look it up. It is called, on Facebook, it will be a Zoom thing, but it's called Love, Sacred Sexuality, and Healing. And I made it public, so you guys should be able to find it. All right. No brain screams, friend. Complete therapy is so helpful to open those wounds safely. To have someone who is flashlight to venture with those who are not. Yes, paramount. Yes. I have a therapist, but just found out how much she is charging. I may have to quit. All right, guys. Well, I love you. Let's do a little bit of meditation to just anchor this in, and then we'll come back and we'll close down the circle, and we'll love each other. And if anyone is, that's what I was going to say. I do record all of these videos, and I record all of these audios. So at the beginning of the meditation, I would do a little bit of introduction, and then I will go right into the meditation, and then I would do a little conclusion at the end of the meditation for the audio when I upload it back on Insight Timer. So do not leave at the end of the meditation. And if anyone is enjoying this and would like to give a donation, it helps me to just continue to help and motivate other people and do what I love and help me get out of my own cycles and my own past so that they don't continue. So I thank you. That's okay. We love men too. All right. I'm not sure where you are. Doctors. All right, guys. You guys ready? I'm going to get a drink of water and then we're going to start the meditation. And I honor each and every one of you guys that beautiful. I honor each and every one of you guys that are here. I honor you. I love you. And this life is good. This life is not easy. It's not easy. But you know what? You don't have to do it alone. You do not have to do it alone. And whoever said you have to do life alone was wrong. Because you didn't come into this life alone. You came into this life out of your mother's womb. In your mother's arms and doctor's arms. With people around you. You didn't just fall out of nowhere. You didn't fall out of the sky. You came into this world supported and held as you cried. And it's going to continue. All right, let's do this meditation. All right, guys. Here we go. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome. Welcome to today's meditation. I'm going to ask you to first just start to sit comfortably, sitting or lying down, making sure that your spine is erect and straight. And start to bring awareness to your breath, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And starting to bring your awareness as you inhale and as you exhale on the beautiful cycle of breath. Bringing your awareness to the very first cycle of life, the cycle of the inhale, the holding of the breath at the top, and the cycling of the exhale. And continuing to breathe and becoming aware of this beautiful cycle, giving us life, giving us peace, giving us tranquility, and setting the intention for this meditation to become aware of the many cycles of your life, as well as breaking any cycles that you no longer desire to experience. And know that you have a choice. You have your own consciousness and thoughts that get to decide when and when not to break these cycles. So breathe in. Hold the breath at the top and breathe out. Resting and breathing in. Holding the breath and breathing out. And resting and breathing in again. Becoming aware of this beautiful cycle. Allowing this cycle of breath to relax you. Allowing this cycle of breath to rejuvenate you. Allowing this cycle of breath to heal you. Allowing the cycle of breath to bring you deep into your subconscious mind, bringing you deeper into states of meditation, helping you to become aware of the many cycles in your internal world, as well as the cycles of the external world. And breathing one more time, breathing in, holding the breath at the top, breathing out, and then completely resting and starting to fall into the natural cycle of your natural breath, listening to my words and allowing my words to guide you as the many cycles of your thoughts move through your consciousness. Becoming more and more relaxed. Start to bring your awareness to this present moment. And start to bring your awareness to anything that is happening in this moment. Letting go of the past. Letting go of the future. And knowing that this moment is a new moment, a new beginning, a new start. That in this moment, you get to change the past, to change this moment, to change the future. Relax in this awareness. Bring your awareness to your third eye. And imagine and try to bring your awareness back to your very first moment that you arrived on this earth. Start to imagine, if you don't remember, what that scene may have looked like. The moment that you arrived from your mother's womb. Starting the very cycle of your life. And start to look at this baby that is you, being held, being loved, being wanted and cherished. And so began the cycle of you. And watch this baby as you from an outside lens of who you are now. And see this baby growing. See this baby that is you, starting to walk. See it growing, starting to talk. Start to see how one cycle of infancy moved to the next cycle of toddler. See yourself growing to the age of 2, 3. See yourself learning how to play, how to commune with others. Entering school. See yourself completely growing and see the cycle of one stage moving to the next. Become aware of your growth, your evolution, and watch as you became a child, moving from infancy to being a baby, to being a toddler, to being a child. And notice how as this big cycle continued on, there was an inner, smaller cycle in each and every single one of these bigger cycles. Notice how there was 12 months in infancy. Notice the cycle in being a baby. Notice the years in being a toddler. Notice all the years and cycles and seasons in being a child. And watch yourself continue to grow from a child to a preteen, creating a new cycle of life. Watching yourself grow out of this cycle into a whole teenager with whole emotions, feelings, attitudes. See yourself growing, evolving, and changing. See yourself moving from being a teenager into being a young adult. See yourself going out into the world all alone. Notice how one cycle of being completely supported and being dependent on someone else moved to the cycle of inner dependence, where you depended on others but were learning how to be independent. See yourself continuing to grow and evolve from a young adult to a mature adult, and start to bring your awareness to all of the cycles in adulthood and how large this cycle of life has been through all of the ages, the seasons, the emotions, the experiences, the relationships, the friendships, the styles, the locations. Notice how big this cycle of adulthood is, and how small every cycle in between this big cycle is. And start to bring your awareness to all of the beautiful moments in these cycles. Good, bad, positive, negative. They all brought you to where you are now. So start to accept all of these cycles and continuing to move and watch yourself grow. Start to bring your awareness to this moment and see yourself from an outside lens of you looking at yourself right now, moving from mature adult into senior. See yourself aging. See the future version of you and where you want your life to go. And start to bring your awareness to this new cycle of life that is mysterious. and start to look back at all these previous cycles and look at a common trend of your life, as if you were to give your life a topic or a title. See your life as a movie and find a movie title, a topic, a description for your life. Taking as long as you need in the silence to find a cycle that you love, a cycle that you are ready to break. And bring your awareness into this cycle, this title, this topic of life, this movie of the past versions of you and the many cycles that you have been through. Accept them, forgive them, and now break the cycle from where you're sitting now by starting over and beginning a new cycle of life. A new cycle of where you want to go, who you want to be, and step into this new cycle and watch yourself growing past the age you are now, past the cycle you are now, into being a senior, a very mature adult. And start to bring your awareness to a moment that may be the end of this cycle of physical earth for you. And start to acknowledge the beautiful cycle of life that you lived as you. And notice how every cycle starts and it ends. And see yourself now moving past this earth, ending the cycle of earth. And if you so choose, you can see yourself moving on, passing on from this life, and moving into a new cycle in a new body as another baby coming out of another mother's womb, or moving into the realms of spirit, heaven, the universe, staying there. Whatever you believe happens after death, see yourself there and notice that this too is a cycle of the stars, a cycle of the moon, that even the sun has a cycle of evolution, of expansion, of death and rebirth. Accept the cycles, feel the cycles, and love the cycles. And breathe in, breathing in a new cycle, coming back to your body. Breathing in the cycle of the breath once again. Breathing in through the inhale. Holding the breath at the top. Breathing out. Resting. Starting to wiggle your fingers, your toes. Breathing in. Holding the breath. Breathing out. Resting. And breathing in one final time. holding the breath, exhaling and resting, opening up your eyes, coming back into the room, and moving into a new cycle, a cycle of love, of kindness, of consideration, of peace, a more profound reality. I thank each and every one of you guys for joining today. I thank you for your vulnerability, your authenticity, to explore the many cycles of your past, your present, and your future. I thank you for coming as you, breaking the many cycles of your life, making peace with the cycles, accepting them as a part of life. I thank you. If you enjoyed this meditation, I invite you to donate through the cycle of money, the cycle of giving, receiving, and giving and receiving. For money is a beautiful cycle like air. You breathe it in and then you let it go. I support you wherever you are in your journey. Know that you are loved, know that you are wanted, and most importantly, know that you are supported. If you are new, please make sure to follow me for all of my meditations, my live events, and join my circle for support and love. Genna Rose Giannetti Love Lights. Have a beautiful day. I love you. Alright, hello friends. We are back. I'm just going to save this audio. Come back. I can't see the screen yet. Let me know what you think and how you feel in the comments below. Comment. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for that donation, Zahar. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yay. Thank you guys so much. You're welcome. I appreciate all of you guys. Yay. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. I send you guys love and I send you guys light. I support you in all of your cycles. I hope that this meditation helped. I hope that this meditation moved you guys into a new cycle of acceptance, of forgiveness, of love. Thank you guys for all of those that are new. I am Genna Rose Giannetti. I am a spiritual meditation teacher, a woman empowerment coach. I focus on the inner child, sacred sexuality, love, and so much more. Thank you for that donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It means so much to me. It really does. It shows me that what I'm doing is needed. It shows me that I'm helping people. So thank you for all those donations. They really do mean more than you could imagine. So thank you for that. And once again, I want to invite all of you. Yes, when was the Zoom event you mentioned earlier? It is tomorrow. Hold on, I'm going to give you guys the link. Hold on, I'll send you guys the link right now. So tomorrow I am doing an event for all of you beautiful feminine goddesses. Men, I love you too, but this event is just for the sacred feminine, so that women can feel safe and comfortable in your bodies. I'm going to leave it right here. As long as Insight Timer will let me copy and paste it. Let me know that you guys can see this. Thank you so much. Okay, so this, and can you guys see that? Can you guys see that link I just sent? So this event is on love, sacred sexuality, and healing. And I invite all of you women. It's completely free. There's no cost to it. And we're just going to have a beautiful discussion. I will start you guys off with meditation. We will do a little bit of a talk, and then it would just be open dialogue. It would just be a hangout. It would just be a hangout of talking about love and sex and healing and whatever else comes up. So I welcome. Oh, you didn't get it. Okay, when I put stuff in the chat, I wonder why. Okay, yeah, so I feel like Insight Time was weird about that. Okay, right here, if you guys go on Facebook, I wonder if I can put a Zoom chat link in here. Yeah, because when I tried to do it, yeah, links don't come up. Okay, wait, did that come up? Okay, search that on Facebook. Yeah, do just half at a time. Half at a time. Okay, so this, if you search that on Facebook, love, sacred sex, and healing. Also, if you join my Facebook group, this is my Facebook group, I will have it posted in there as well. And it's at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so this time tomorrow. I thank you guys all for joining. Let me know if you guys found it, and then we'll conclude. Let me know if you guys found that event. Yeah, I'll put it in the circle as well, so you guys can join my circle. I'll put that information in the circle. Alright, guys. Well, I thank you for all that you are. You guys are beautiful. Circle. Alright, guys. Let's close down the circle, but not close down the love. I invite you to just close your eyes one more time. Breathing in the beautiful cycle of the inhale. Allowing it to move through your body. Releasing. Holding. And see 189 beautiful people in a circle in communion with one another. Imagine all 189 people that are here right now circled around each other, holding hands. And as we hold hands, start to affirm how supported we are. How loved everybody is, no matter where you're from, no matter what color your skin is, no matter what language you speak, no matter your gender, no matter your sexuality. Welcoming everyone simply as they are, without judgment, without fear, without discrimination. I feel supported and loved in the circle. Lighting up this circle with a beautiful light. Sending healing energy to everyone that's here. Sending love to everyone that's here. And sending support to everyone that's here. And then when you're ready, moving your hands to prayer pose. Thanking everyone for being here today. Bowing down and saying namaste. For my soul recognizes your soul, that we are all one soul in many bodies. I thank each and every one of you guys for joining. Let me know real quick before I leave. Oh, thank you for the donations again, guys. I really, really appreciate it. Please let me know one more time before you guys leave that any woman that wanted to join, that you were able to find that event on Facebook. Let me know before we leave. I want to make sure that everyone has access to that event. Did anyone find it? Can you guys see that I'm posting? Saw it on Facebook. Okay, good. Perfect. All right, guys. I love you. I go live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I will be live tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And then Tuesday, Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good, Robin. Good. No, okay. Yeah, literally just copy and paste it. Love, sacred sex, and healing talk, meditation, discussion, fun on Facebook. And I'll make sure that this is public again. It's completely public, it says. So it's at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah. Alright, guys. Well, I love you so much. I will see you tomorrow. And make sure to follow me. You still can't find it. Okay. Okay, I wish I could. Okay, did you guys find my Facebook group? Look for my Facebook group, and I'll post it in there. Hold on. My Facebook group is called the Labyrinth Within Goddess Women Group. Okay, hold on. I just want to make sure everyone gets it before you go. Okay, so this is the Facebook group. I'll also put it in my circle, so don't you guys worry your pretty little faces. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Look for it there. And then I'll post the event now. Alright, guys. I love you. I love you so much. See you tomorrow. 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for all the donations, guys.